Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to GameStar. I'm your host, Pugs, and tonight we're bringing you action from the Oz Fortress Winter League Season 10, Division 6, Semi-Finals 1. This is the game between number 1 placed Goose is Loose and number 4 placed RDB. We are on Badlands, chosen by the Goose is Loose guys. As I'm following Durzo and his Laurel out, he's hit another scout under midpoint. That looks like might have been lag there, F-lag. Not actual lag, F-lag, the character, or player. Durzo now up, right in behind Apex there. Apex goes down, so that's a demo man down for RDB. Nats also goes down, so no medic for those guys. And Durzo capping the point out for his team as the heavies push forward. Mech up to 70% Uber for his Goose is Loose players. They're all over Spire already, so RDB will not be contesting that. Ryan up top putting the stickies down on balcony in case anybody does try to. Edit has switched to the heavy. Very useful on defense here on Badlands due to the quite confined area that is the last point. And he's standing on there knowing that that last point is so very quickly capped should any scouts get on there. Pyro lurking up the top there. That's a place I often quite like to go Pyro too, as Edit heads off to the side, so they're no longer worried about the rush to the point, but here comes the Uber in through the bottom. 52% Uber for Nat, so that's not going to be available this defense. Edit getting some good positioning there as the scout comes in above him with a little bit of the leftover Uber. He does go down to the focus fire though, and that's what you need to do against those heavies, and they did it very well. The first round finished already in Goose is Loose's favour. 1-0 to them so far. Let's watch. I want to find Apex. There he is. As he is on his rollout. Can he get to middle and get those stickies down in time? Nice rollout by him. Where's his opposing demo man? Can't see him yet. He might have gone below. Oh, the diving soldiers. Both soldiers dived there, I believe. Durzo taking a lot of damage, but combines with Ryan to get dog knees. Edit goes down also. F-lag also goes down. Apex is going to escape just by the skin of his teeth. Put some stickies down there at the corner, so some pressure. Oh, runs straight into a sticky. Now he's got 4 opponents there. 5 as the scout comes through house. Oh, Apex, nice dodging there, but he still needs to get back to his medic, which he does. He did very well to survive there. Unfortunately, the team did not do terribly well, and they will lose Spire, despite not losing their medic or Demo Man combo. Just too much for Apex to deal with there. Mech has the 100% Uber, but so does Nats. Durzo goes down, so might just put a little bit of a hold on this attack at last. Goose is Loose don't need to roll the dice at the moment. They have the game under control, or as much as they can, only 1 round in. And it looks like a balcony grouping for the... Mech doesn't want to go out there. His soldier did not check that right-hand corner. And I think he was a little bit worried that there may have been something lurking there, just waiting for that medic to come out. He would have seen the healing beam if he was lurking there. So Mech playing it safely, but then did eventually come out anyway. Going in with Mech, top left. Immediate counter Uber there, so they pop the Uber. One of the soldiers jumps in. That must have been Skenny. He's gone down, but Dogneys did die, or had died earlier because he's respawned now already. Oh, Ryan, KDG and Durzo all dying quickly. Mech gets a nice Ubersaw hit in on the scout that's trying to get him. Mech not taking much damage there, so in the end, the scout in, I'm not sure who it was, could have been either, they were both a bit low on health, did back away from the fight with the medic, so that's a little bit disappointing for that scout. You'd think the scout would have the advantage there. As Goose is Loose, there is contention over Spire now. RDB have the cap. But Zona, who was the man up there, does go down. Skenny jumping up behind him and putting the rocket into his back. So they will only just hold on to that Spire point, the Goose is Loose boys. But they are pushing into into a position to attack last point now. In the staging area, as I call it. They've come in all too easily on the right hand side. Haven't even popped their Uber yet. And straight onto the point, they barely needed to pop the Uber. RDB defense caught a little bit unawares there. They must have lost a player and nobody went to fill that gap. And Goose is Loose just managed to get in all too easily. I will follow... Skinny's lagging a little bit behind. I will follow... Ryan, why not? Oh, because Ryan goes down to F-Lag through the maintenance. Oh, here goes Mech. He's getting the the Bonesaw into F-Lag there, but F-Lag does take him down in the end, picking up the health back, then does get ganged by the 2 scouts, and it looks like it's Goose is loose on the point, arced, trying to hold it by himself. Durzo goes down as Zona and Nats comes in, so the medic, the difference there, as Nats on 93% Uber, they will take middle point for the first time in this game so far. KGD heading back for some much needed health. And it looks like they will contest Spire. They don't have anybody at corner yet though. KGD in-house, not a great... Oh, he was just taking the health back away from him. Smart move there, although Nats is up, so really they shouldn't need it, but I was questioning his purpose there, but that is a good purpose. I'll give him that one. Goose is loose, definitely in position here, so that's one of the main differences between the RDB. Oh! Uber popped on Zona and he was not ready for it to be popped. Zona's going to try to go in and force out the Goose is loose players. Mech only up to 80% Uber. A little bit of a win there for Goose is loose, popping that Uber. Although that said, even if he'd had Uber, he could have pulled out. Will they come back in to contest? It looks like one of the soldiers wants to. The ×2 cap from the scout in probably F-Flag. I don't know, they both died at exactly the same time. And Zona trying to rocket jump his way out of there. He will get out. Some stickies covering his retreat at corner. Durzo just covering corner while KGD gets up on the point to cap that point for Goose is loose. Joins his teammate for some points. So Mech had his Uber pop there at some point. I did not notice that actually. He's only up at 25% Uber. Meanwhile, Nat's on 100% Uber again. They're going to push corner. They're happy to sit back and just put some long range damage down. Looked like they were winning it. Mech probably having to play a bit more safe because he doesn't have that Uber option, which Nats now pops. Skenny jumped onto him. He had to pop it. Skenny did immediately go down to the Zona's rocket though. And, oh, Nats has been caught here. The demo man, get the Ubersaw out. No, he just decides to finish him off with the needle guns. And then the demo man in Ryan taking himself down as he puts a point blank grenade into Nats. So Nats winning that battle. And it looks like RDB are going to have a chance to push into last. They don't want to do anything a bit too crazy here. That's a good idea, I think, backing off with Apex there, because he didn't have enough support to ensure that a bit of a scout or scout-soldier combo couldn't just smash Nats down there. So now that he's got more support, he's got his pocket back, he's going to head back in. Dog knees down the right-hand side there, just getting some much-needed health top-up. And this is good. They've got the grinding happening. That's something that we didn't see terribly much of in the early rounds of Div 6. But both teams that I was a bit disappointed in not doing it early on have both proven that they have learnt over time, and they've got their scouts with those. Well, it's not the spiky one, it's the sword this time. And in comes the Uber. Nat's popping on top right with his soldier there. That's Zona going in. They've got stickies on the point. Goose is loose, so that's good for them. Nat's standing all over the stickies. He gets blown up. That's actually not bad. Losing your medic at that point, and the scout immediately jumps on. But Goose is loose is aware of it, and F-Flag does go down. So that was good work there by Nats, trying to suck the Uber out. Suck the sticky pop out there. Probably should have just jumped straight onto the point to get it going a little bit more quickly, but did not matter in the end, as not enough of the RDB guys were left alive after the stickies were blown to actually cap it out. So Goose is loose. Ooh, there's a spy. Spy got found though. Edit goes down. Then in comes RDB. They're going in anyways. I'm not sure why. Dog knees. Actually, it was just dog knees. He would have been looking for a medic pop, I assume. Skenny goes down and responds. Zona getting him. Nats on 54%, Mech on 87%. Mech is going to push in even without his Uber. He's trapped in corner with stickies. No, not enough stickies down to kill him. So Ryan getting some counter stickies back down there, and it looks like Goose is loose will be able to take middle point. F-Lag on the sniper. I'm not sure why you would go sniper after you've already been pushed off last. So the roll is well and truly on at the moment. Goose is Loose taking Spire. A little bit of a back cap, but it's not going to be enough. As Goose is Loose takes Spire, will they roll straight on, knowing that there is probably a scout behind them? Where is Mech? That's where the action will come from, if any. Dogknees goes down, but Ryan goes down in response. So Ryan, Demerman down. For the attacking team though, so not necessarily a bigger loss than the soldier. And it looks like Goose is Loose are going to wait for Ryan to rejoin them. So Mech just protecting himself up on Spire, just behind the cap point, where no sneaky spies can get him, or snipers rather. 100% Uber for both teams. That were just... I think Goose is Loose might actually be waiting for a pick. They know RDB have been a little bit impatient, but here we go. RDB push out aggressively. They managed to pop the Uber first, so RDB with the advantage here at the moment. Mech trying to back off. He knows that he's going to be the target when that Uber runs out. Nat's still on balcony. He can't quite reach his soldiers. One of them gets knocked way off, but he doesn't manage to get enough healing down before he craters on balcony. And it looks like Goose is Loose, losing one additional player. Oh, Mech goes down. There we go. Definitely in RDB's favour at the moment. They're a little bit worried about a back cap though, maybe. Oh, and it goes down just before he hits the health pack. So Goose is Loose may actually come out of this all right. Both teams losing their medic. No, sorry. Both teams having to pop. Nats did not go down though, so he's going to have an Uber advantage. And it looks like Goose is Loose do want to contest this. Apex is all alone there. Durzo and KGD are combined to take him down. Durzo dies immediately afterwards to Dogknees. Scanny goes down to B. F-lag. Still contesting. RDB want to get in there. KGD onto F-lag there, but F-lag can't do it. Zona having to stay back at last in case there's any back cap shenanigans. And is that Dog? No, yeah, it is Dogknees. He's up on point again. Durzo putting the long range damage down, and in jumps the soldier. Oh, beautiful midair by Dogknees to protect himself. Oh, but meanwhile, back at the cap, somebody has back cap, which I didn't see, and that was me failing. But I did see the awesome midair, so that wasn't a fail. We see caps all the time. Midairs, not so much, as it is now 3-0 in favour of Goose is Loose on the map that they did pick. So the teams should be switching over. Let's have a quick look at the scores. KGD, 30 points for his team. Beautiful work. Zona, 15. Not far behind him is Edit on 13. So pretty even at the moment in terms of team contribution, I should say. As we will be heading into the second half of Badlands shortly. Okay, the teams have readied back up again. We now have RDB on the blue side, Goose is Loose on the red. So I'm following Dogknees as he heads out. Has to wait for his medic there for a little bit. Not the quickest rollout by him. Let's quickly flick over to Apex instead, who is reaching middle now. Getting some stickies down on the house exit, but the soldier and scout are already past. And he eventually has to switch over. Mech, the first one to go down. So there's the... Oh, geez, there's kills aplenty. Mech down. That's the big one. The medic down. 4 Goose is Loose. And Apex pushing in, trying to trap. Ryan goes down. F-lag getting him at corner as he tried to escape. Arced, the only one up. Let's see if we can find him. He is way back at Spire. So, ooh, as he fails one of his jumps to try to go back to last. So the roll on to second should be on. Dogknees heading in the wrong direction. Oh, I think RDB should have been in there already. Only one up. They should have had players forward. Maybe they were worried that the respawn was going to come through. I'm not sure. I reckon they could have intimidated Goose is Loose off that point. As Goose is Loose are well and truly entrenched in their defensive positions here on Spire now. Scanning, I'm not sure what that was. Was he worried it might have been a spy? They have tried the spy before, the old RDB guys. It's up to RDB to make the play. We've got some damage down on Apex. And Zona now damaged too. Let's see if we can find somebody. Dogknees goes down though. Zona goes down. Ooh, KDB gets our F-lag and edit. So RDB, I missed most of the action, but across the board seem to have had the better of the Goose is Loose have had the better of RDB in that exchange. And they have taken the point. Oh, KGD finding the stickies on the point. Oh, here comes the counter Uber. I think that's a little bit too late. KGD is going to get right up into the medic's face there. Oh, but he's found an enemy scout. Enemy scout doesn't quite get the damage down that he needed. RDB doing a good job of protecting their spire here. Are we going to see a soldier jump? No, the soldier's happy just to put down some long-range damage. Oh, Zona gets taken down by Arct, who must have jumped up there at some point. Didn't see where he came from. Dogknees goes down, but so does his opposing soldier in Arct. And RDB still holding onto the point here. Finally, the mech has popped his Uber on Skenny there. Skenny jumping well forward though, and he's got a demo man and a scout after him. He's still after, is it Nats? He must be after Nats. Nats has found protection in Zona. Nats is still under pressure, but Nats does finally get out. He should be alive. Mech, meanwhile, has been under pressure too, but that big chase has pushed RDB all the way back to their last point. Durzo trying to protect the back cap on Spire there. He is in behind Dogknees. Dogknees getting Ryan before dying, so that's a nice pick for him. But he did pay with his own life. 80% Uber for Nats, 81% for Mech, so dead even. Apex putting a bit of a sticky trap on the roller doors. Needs to be in position to actually see them when they open though. Hopefully that shadow he saw above is his teammate. He's trying to see both of them, but he's not quite in position. I think he's... Oh, his team's actually taking something back. Zona going down there, tried to jump into the medic, didn't pop the Uber though. Nats has popped his, but Nats does go down, so the Spire mostly capped by RDB, but it looks like RDB will be taken down. Apex the only one up. It'll be a straightforward walk onto last for Mech with his Ubersaur out. He does get blown up by the stickies, but it's not enough as Durzo and Ryan cap it out. So 4-0 in favour of Goose is Loose. RDB had to make the play there. They are behind, and if they just wait for time to run out, well, Goose is Loose will win anyway, so they were kind of forced into it. And they did quite well for quite a long time there, but in the end, one of their attacks did finally backfire. Goose is Loose probably realising they could just stay on the defensive and wait for a really opportune moment as Durzo getting up into the face of Apex there. Apex does go down. KGD getting Apex there in the end as Mech 70% Uber. Nats 80% Uber. Can he get it up enough in order to save this point? He's only got one scout left to heal. He says, why not? We've got to do something. Why not? Because your scout has just lost the battle versus KGD. Despite the fact that that he had a medic healing him. KGD in a little bit of trouble here, but Nat's in more trouble. That is probably going to signify the end of this map. Ryan catching up to his medic. Mech has hit 100% Uber, so they haven't managed to get Spire yet, but with Nats only just respawning, it's basically a 100% plus Uber advantage. Nats hasn't even started getting that Uber up yet. Soldier probably should have gone back for him, but Goose is Loose coming in on the left-hand side here into Spire. Oh dear, I don't think Apex realised that there was a more following in behind them. He was going for that medic. Medic has popped his Uber, but 3 players down for RDB already. Should be an easy cap of Spire. 4 players now as Zona joins them. Both scouts on Spire. Why is Ryan going up there? He should be pushing forward. Don't think those scouts needed any help, Ryan. There's a time for point touring and a time for just getting in position for the attack on last. as he is now in a position to make a push in. He's putting down a few long-range stickies there, but... Oh, did he spot that sticky trap there? Yes, he did. And he is going to dislodge it down the bottom. So, Apex with his stickies in the right spot there. Ryan wants to go in that way anyway. If you know where their stickies are, you could just pick a different location. Apex isn't replacing those stickies either. He's just putting some long-range pipes down. Oh, here comes the counter-attack by RDB. Maybe realising that they needed to do the same thing again anyway. Scout on scout action as KGD beats Edit. Flag, however, gets Durzo, so that's 1 for 1. Arct gets Nat. Flag cleans up from behind, picking up Mech. So both teams are losing their medic. Oh, Flag, why didn't you backcap that? There's no way you're going to get back in time to save any point anyway. He's got a soldier to deal with on Spy now. Oh, boom! Skinny, nicely done there. Winning very low on health, but he did take down Flag there. Alright, as we see another push setting up for Goose's Loose into RDB's last. Arc spotting up where those opponents are. Where are the stickies this time? Flag going the sniper. I might flick through and see if I can find him. He's watching bottom here. Oh, I think he knows that that's the way that Goose's Loose want to go. Oh, as I say that though, he does flick around to the side entrance. Oh, Apex getting arced as he tried to push in. That Uber pops a split second too late. Flag backing off to get the scout back out. Can he get the back cap happening? 3 down for Goose's Loose. Oh, KGD is in against this soldier. Durzo, is that, who is that? Dog Knees? Might be Dog Knees. Zona? It is Dog Knees. Dog Knees winning that one out. RGD having his hand forced. KGD, I should say. These 3-letter acronyms go. Skenny is schizophrenic as he cannot stop jumping. So RDB retaking their Spire. And they know that the onus is on them, that they have to be the team that pushes in. Nice aim there by Zona, getting the guys off crate. Has to walk over some stickies, but I don't think that Ryan had enough down in place. Zona jumping into the back line. The counter Uber is up though. Oh, this is not going to end well for RDB, I fear. Zona, he's got the position, but he does go down. Arct picks up Zona in the end. KGD pushing into house. He's going to try to clean up here. He's a bit too low on health though, so he decides not to follow. Goose's Loose pushing back into Spire. Nats did go down in that exchange, so Mech with a 40% Uber advantage. Oh, I think AGD is going to push last. He's going to try to sneak on. Yes, he's in position, but the rockets are already coming, but too late. As a 5-0 victory there for Goose's Loose. A whitewash in the end. There were a couple of good rounds there though. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard. Zona just ahead of Flag and Apex on 14, 13 and 12 respectively. And meanwhile KGD, he did have a very good round there. On 22 points, Ryan on 18, Durzo 16, Arct 14 and Skinny 10. So quite an even contribution there by the Goose's Loose boys as we move into Granary, yes.